like a statue, becomes part of the machine. Feeling all the bumpers, always playing clean. He plays by intuition, I never seen him fall. The deaf, dumb, and blind kid sure plays mean pinball. Don't hear no buzzes and bells, don't see no lights a flashing. He plays by sense of smell, he always gets a replay. The digit counters fall. That deaf, dumb, and blind kid sure plays a mean pinball. He's a pinball wizard, he has to be a twist. A pinball wizard, he's got such a supple wrist. He's a pinball wizard, his score shoots even more. He's a pinball wizard, the world's new pinball lord.
You don't want to smile, and if it takes you just a little while, open your eyes and just look at the day. You'll see things in a different way. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't you stop. It will soon be here. Oh, it will be so much better than before. 'Cause yesterday's gone. Yesterday is gone.
gentlemen, broadcasting live from the Ziders American Dream Theater YouTube page. It's time for some Zoom Prov with Plan B Comedy, featuring Beatty Barnes, Ryan Clemens, Leanna Chris Garcia, Brendan Hoyle, Nikki Hudgens, Michelle Jenkins, and Jason Kipros. Ladies and gentlemen, Plan B Comedy.
All right.
Hey.
Hey, everybody.
Phase one with the half open.
Oh, man.
Oh, phase one.
Guys, welcome to phase one.
Welcome. Everybody looks good out there. You guys look refreshed. You look like you've enjoyed phase one today. It's been a great phase. Yeah, you look
I'm unfazed.
Yeah.
Unfazed. Yes, it's great. Well, get ready to set your phasers to fun. Oh,
Got him.
oh my
That's a pun.
God, that was awful. I
was
apologize.
The show, Jason. Jeez.
Yes, I know. That's it. I'm done. I'm tapped out. I'm not gonna be funny for the rest of the night.
Bye.
So, we are doing a live improv show right now from the comfort of your mama's house or your dad's house or
Yep.
wherever you are watching us.
Yep.
We're going to do this show. We're making it all up on the spot. We have a list of games we're going to play, but we are making up everything as we go as we broadcast to YouTube. What we're going to need as we do this show is we're going to need you to type in suggestions. So some suggestions we might need are relationships or locations or random words. I know in our first couple of games we're going to need a random thing that we could be celebrating. So if you want to suggest things we could be celebrating, please type those into YouTube chat so that we can see them and we'll have good ideas. We're gonna need emotions coming up soon. So type in any emotions that are coming up. Anything that you think could be an emotion: angry, sad, really specific emotions, really vague emotions, whatever makes your heart go pitter patter.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Jason?
That's right. Pitter patter those hearts, ladies and gentlemen. Type them in the whole time. We'll keep reminding you of the games that we have coming up. We'll keep saying type in those suggestions, but just go for it. I mean, we'll also try and give you a heads up of what we need, but basically we need anything you want to throw our way. We'll make it work, ladies and gentlemen. We make it work. All right. Well, speaking of making it work, I guess we should probably get into this show. What do you think, guys? You want to do it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Guys, I'm going to throw you guys for a loop, but I really think we should probably start with an Irish drinking song.
What?
I know.
Yeah,
What?
that's a great idea.
Okay.
I'd like to specify I'm not going to play it. So
What?
I'm throwing you guys into it. So what do you think? How about Jason, Michelle, Ryan, and Chris? You guys want to do it?
Sure.
Love it.
Yeah.
Irish and we drink.
Irish drinking
Oh,
song.
I
So,
love it.
All right.
I see some great suggestions, and I've got a
Go
great
for
one
it.
right here. What?
I'll go first.
Okay. So Jason's going to be 1. Chris is 2. Ryan is 3, and Michelle is 4. So our suggestion that I see here coming in the feed is Grandma's House.
Oh.
Grandma's
Okay.
Irish drinking song about Grandma's house.
Am I going to start the thing? Brendan, are you going to come in and provide?
I'll do the idie-diddy-dies if you'd like.
Sure. Should I start the first one, though? Should I do the first one?
Yeah, why don't you start the first one since you're the first lyric? So everybody remember, Jason is 1, Chris, you were 2, Ryan is 3, and Michelle is 4. All right, guys.
Grandma's house. Here we go. Oh, I love to go to Grandma's.
It always smells so nice.
It smells just like cookies.
She makes me chicken and rice.
She's always asking if I'm hungry.
She asks me if I'm well.
She asks me if I've had a BM.
She thinks it kind of smells.
Oh. The other day she told me.
That I wasn't really her grandson.
She said I came from somewhere else.
Then she held me for ransom.
And then I tried to escape.
But I got oh so lost.
My grandpa showed up to find me.
And now I'm feeling sauced.
Oh, I-dee-di-dee-di-dee-di-dee-di-dee-di.
I tried to call the police.
I tried to call my mom.
I tried to call anyone I could.
But I couldn't even find the lawn.
So I guess I was stuck there.
Oh, what could I do?
And then I sat and thought to myself,
Hi-dee-di-dee-doo.
Oh, I-dee-di-dee-di-dee-di-dee-di-dee-di.
The moral of the story.
if it's not plain to see,
Your grandma isn't always.
Wise, sometimes she's got dementia-y.
Now's a good time to stay away from her.
and get yourself a home.
And don't trust those cookies.
Or the polar bears in Nome.
Oh, I-dee-di-dee-di-dee-di-dee-di.
Grandma lives in Alaska.
Yes,
Don't
yes,
trust
she does.
those polar bears.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
Love it.
You gotta watch out.
All right, friends. We're going to play a game now. We got a great list of suggestions coming through. You guys are really doing
Yeah.
fantastic.
Oh, this is awesome.
That's great.
This is great. We are going to play a game now called Relationships. Yay!
Yay!
So what's going to happen is we have two improvisers. We'll start a scene. At some point, someone will ding their way into the scene and then provide a relationship for one of the improvisers, perhaps several different relationships. That improviser will choose which one to then continue on in a separate improv with. We have Brendan and Leanna starting this game off for us. And we have a suggestion for you all just to get us going. The suggestion is ennui. Ennui. All right. And relationships, give some encouragement. Yay!
Yay!
Oh, Patricia,
Yes, Bernard.
I am so full of this emotion, this unspeakable emotion.
It's overwhelmed me too, Bernard.
It pounds down on me here at our car wash that we own together.
I've just taken myself through the automatic tunnel and let it just rain upon me. And
Ding. Patricia, I am the car wash inspector.
I am a car wash customer.
I am an emotional roller coaster.
oh gosh, I have to go the emotional roller coaster.
Yeah.
Patricia, I have so many feelings. How are you?
God, thank you for asking so much. I'm a little nauseous. I'll be honest.
Ding! I'm the emotional water ride.
I am the
For Michelle.
therapist.
Whom?
For Michelle.
Oh, I'll take the emotional water ride.
Oh boy. Oh, whoa! You're tossing all over. You're really jostling the boat. Oh gosh. I wasn't expecting this.
Listen, kid, there's something I gotta tell you, and it just burns my toast.
Then tell me, cause I'm ready to hear it.
Okay. The thing that you have to understand is that your mother
Yes?
is a Ferris wheel.
Oh, I always thought she was. That fills me with so much sadness.
Ding! Brendan, I'm your mother, the Ferris wheel.
I'm a little kid who's queasy.
I'm the magician that's turning the carnival rides into living beings.
I'll do the magician who's turning carnival rides into living beings. Oh God!
Well, yes, it's finally happening. It's all coming to fruition. We have the horses on sticks and the laughing clown faces with the rings around them.
Doctor, I knew that when you told me when I was just a boat as part of a ride that you were going to turn me into a human, that I'd be feeling things, but I didn't expect all this ennui.
We have a lot of it in huge supplies, large quantities. It's what's necessary for bringing you to life.
You mean that ennui is the true human ingredient?
It is the one necessary component to bring a crummy life raft like yourself to life.
Yay! Yay! Wonderful job, everyone.
Oh, powerful.
That
So
delightfully sets up our very next game, which is
Hey, we practically played it already.
We've already done the
emotional freeze. Little did they know they were getting their reps in, ladies and gentlemen. We have Ryan and Brendan playing emotional freeze, and the way this will work is they will also start a scene, and oddly enough, they will get emotions to then continue the scene in.
Okay.
And I have a list of fantastic emotions here. I see the emotions watching American Idol.
Love it.
A little bit of a grab bag for you guys. I see needy. Needy. I see Keanu Reeves emotions.
Whoa.
That's ennui already.
Do it.
No, I know, right? Let's see here. Envy. I also see feeling itchy.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
That's a good one. All right, let's get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get one more. Quiet rage. Ooh, that's good.
Oh, that's my favorite radio station.
Yeah.
Quiet rage.
I listen to on the way to work, or used to when I had work to go to. All right. So now all we need is a suggestion to get these guys going. And looks like we're going to go for the doctor and the first vaccine volunteer. There you go, doctor. And first vaccine volunteer, the game is emotion. Let's give it some encouragement, everybody. Yay!
Yay!
Oh, yeah. Oh. Mr. Reynolds. Yes, Dr. Feel funny?
Yeah, I'm real glad to see you. Because as you know, we're fighting this bad case of ennui.
Yeah.
And
I got it real bad, Doc. Or at least I hope I don't get it.
Yeah, we've been testing this vaccine on some pigs, but I tell you, we can't tell if we cured them of the ennui or not. So it's really it's a risk. I'll be honest.
Feeling itchy.
I mean, I want to say it's gonna work. I really want to say it's gonna work. Oh God.
Doc, you don't have other medications as well.
I got lots of them. But I tell you, there's nothing else. Hits it.
Needy.
I need you to tell me that you think I'm doing a good job.
You know, I need you to need me. This.
I mean, of course, that's how I feel too, Mr. Reynolds.
Like bread, like sourdough.
I will need you, because I need to need you.
Ding, ding. Quiet rage.
I need to need you. You? I can't hear you. Please speak. Could you just don't shush me. Speak up.
Yeah! suggestions there, but Quiet Rage was just a good spot. Oh, okay. Good job. All right, moving along, ladies and gents. We're going to play Foursquare, everybody. Foursquare. Yay! Foursquare. We have Nikki, Brendan, Michelle, and Leanna. All right.
Yeah.
Here is we're going to pair these lovelies off, and then we're gonna give them a relationship. So let's see what we got here. Here we go. Okay. So I need, who wants to be the first pair? Who do we got?
Whatever you.
Leanna and Michelle. Yeah, fantastic. Leanna and Michelle. They are celebrating their dog graduating from training. That's what's going on right there. So celebrating.
Oh my God.
Celebrating dog graduation.
Oh man, that's great.
All right. And then say Michelle and Nikki. Michelle and Nikki are now going to be in another scene. And you guys you have survivor's guilt from COVID-19. Let's see.
Okay.
All right, survivor.
Man, this is gonna be hilarious. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, make. That's all right. That's all right. All right, we got, and then we go. Nikki and Brendan. Nikki and Brendan, you guys. It's your first day at Fight Club.
Sick. Got it.
Yep. First day at Fight Club. Okay. And then last but not least, we have Brendan and Leanna. And what we have there is we have teacher and prodigy. Teacher and prodigy. So let's go ahead and review our pairings, and I will just call you out by your relationship when it's time to switch. Okay?
Please do.
Yes. Let's go. First, team number 1, Leanna and Michelle.
Celebrating dog graduation.
Graduation, yep.
Yeah, that's team 1, everybody. Team 1. Team 2.
Survivor's guilt for coronavirus.
It's funny already. All right, team 3. Brendan and Nikki.
First day at Fight Club.
Fight Club.
Yes, and team 4, Brendan and Leanna.
Teacher and prodigy.
All right, let's give a big round of applause, everybody, and let's go ahead and start with teacher and prodigy, everybody. Teacher and prodigy.
Woo!
I am so proud of you, little Billy.
I solved the Rubik's Cube.
I know, and you did that all while building a nuclear reactor. I don't know.
The reactor wasn't that hard, Teach.
I know, and I know that you're really proud of the Rubik's Cube, but we really need you to write down your process for the reactor, please.
Okay.
Pause. Go to team 3. Survivor's Guild.
Oh my God. Krista, can you believe how lit Stephanie's funeral is? It's like...
I never thought that we were going to make it off this television program to begin with. But now that we have, and all of the other contestants are dying, I thought about it.
I mean, okay, I know I said this before, and like I feel kind of bad about it, like a little bit, but like survival of the fittest, you know what I mean?
No, that's true. And you look really good, by the way. I meant
oh
to
my
tell
God,
you that.
so do you.
Yeah.
You look amazing.
Team 1, celebrating dog graduation.
Oh my gosh. Oh, let's fix the hat. Fix the hat.
Please. First day at Fight Club.
Oh my gosh, I've got something I want to talk to everyone about. It's the thing you're supposed to tell everybody about.
Oh my God, I wanted to tell you something, but I heard that I couldn't, so I had to.
Is it Fight Club? Is it Fight Club?
No, okay, so you already know. It's Fight Club.
Oh my gosh, I've been telling everybody I meet. The first thing I've been telling them.
I tried not to, but I did. I told so many people they're gonna be here.
Oh my God. My waiter came over and I was like, I'm in Fight Club.
Oh my God.
Please. Dog celebration.
Come on, Kiki. Come on, Kiki. I'm so proud of you. Mama's so proud.
All right. Sergeant Little Biscuits. No. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. No, don't eat that.
Off my Kiki. Oh, what is he doing?
Oh God. Oh.
Freeze. Survivor's guilt.
Okay, so I feel kind of bad that Stephanie died because like now I'm dating Trevor, but like she wouldn't even help me do my renegade TikTok, and you know how much that meant to me.
No, and Janine, you know what else happened? Do you remember that day when we were all like sitting around and drinking those Coronas? She had a fling with Jeff Probst.
Freeze. He's a prodigy.
Hi,
Billy, I appreciate that you're really proud of your drawing, but you still haven't written down the work you did on the reactor.
Yeah, but instead, what I did was I hacked into Jeff Bezos's account and I redistributed all his wealth to everyone in the world, and he's still a billionaire, but now people can eat.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Freeze. Fight Club.
Oh my God. I got punched in the face so hard.
Oh my God. They were so mad when we brought all those people to Fight Club.
Oh my God.
I brought my whole family.
Oh my God. Your grandma's so good.
I know, she kissed what? And I told her.
Good job, everybody. Oh my God, your grandma's so good.
Funny.
Jason, I think it's time.
Full circle. Time.
It's time for a special Ryan Clemens slideshow.
Oh, wow. I hope you will enjoy this. I think that you will. It's a pleasure to do these. And this week, I called in for some special assistance. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, for limericks I made up with my buddy Sam.
Yay!
I love limericks.
So, let me show you. There's me and Sam.
Yay.
Good friend of mine. And here we are in 1965 when we were first married.
Oh, that's so nice.
And here we are as I'd like for you to think of us tonight as literary geniuses.
Ooh.
Sam and I play this really stupid game where from time to time we will create limericks together. Like I'll write the first line, he'll write the second line, I'll write the third line, he'll write the fourth line, fifth line, and we text these back and forth. And sometimes they're like brilliant, but 99% of the time they just suck. But still, we've collected some of the things that we thought appropriate to show here. And as we go through, you'll see that they range from dumb to dumb and nasty to dumb and nasty and nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here we go. All of tonight's wonderful illustrations were made by wonderful Sam Flint. Yay!
Yay! Oh man, he's great.
Ooh, we got a dumb one here to get us going. Fast food feasting female with feathers. A strange-looking lady named Jill at Wendy's had eaten her fill. When she took one last bite, she suddenly took flight. because she was actually a silvery-cheeked hornbill.
Oh.
Oh, that's nice.
That's a bird in
That's just
Africa. So, you know, that kind of proves that's how limericks work. All right, let's go to Death of a Jazz Man. I like this one.
Oh my god.
All right. The jazz singer was dying. His family came to see. He called on them to listen as he sang a melody. I can see St. Peter as my EKG meter says, "Bop, bop, bop, squeak, squeak, diddly, dop, dee."
Yay!
Oh, we've ventured into the next category here, and this is Ryan out shopping for European furniture. The idea was based on a true event. While traipsing one day all through the IKEA, see, that's me, I experienced Polish meatball diarrhea.
Oh.
I found the bathroom, then I heard the kaboom. My ass blew off and declared, "Now I am a fria."
Yes. Yes.
All right, this one's nasty. A formal complaint. This is a letter here that you see in the illustration Sam has made, and I'll tell you the limerick. There's a frustrating common occurrence which tests my good humor's endurance. Every time I try to zip up my fly, I get a penile zipper convergence.
Oops.
Oh, we've entered into the double nasty zone here, and to start us off,
Nasty.
a one we call the Minnesota Detective.
Okay.
There was an old man in Duluth who fancied himself a true sleuth, but he never solved the case of his crotchular chafe, though his wife had one big scrapey tooth.
Oh, that's nasty, nasty.
Nasty and nasty.
Dumb. All right. One last one.
Yeah.
This one is called Ryan Discovers Why It's Important to Dress for Dinner. Ryan took spoonfuls of his favorite chili, but as he ate in the nude, chili dropped on his willy.
Oh, that's sad.
The peppers, they burned. And that's when Ryan learned what was once a proud William is now just a Billy.
Oh.
And Leslie won't soon forget Willie.
Yay! That Sam is so talented.
Yeah.
What a great dude.
Great pictures.
Never have I ever met a man so crafty.
That was great.
Oh, just like Sam Flint's to be here.
Sam and Ryan are my favorites.
Yeah, Sam's the best person in Plan B, sure.
I love it.
So we're gonna play a game now that we've not played before, and we have no idea if it will work. So I'm gonna ask everybody to kill their videos while I start out, so I can see if I can get this lined up. So this is a game that we have called Bodies, and so what's gonna? Hi, Beatty, how are you doing? What we're gonna do is we're going to line some people up so that some people are heads and some people are the bodies. So I'm gonna ask Jason, go ahead and start your video. Oh, there you go. And I'm going to ask Leanna, go ahead and start your video. Okay. Now, Michelle, start your video. And Chris, start your video. And I'm going to stop my video. And this is lining up beautifully for me, but I'm going to talk until I can see it on YouTube to see, oh my gosh, it's so great. Oh man, I hope it looks like it looks to me. So what's going to happen is Michelle is the body, and Jason is the head, and Leanna is the head, and Chris is the body. And they are going to be doing a scene. I'm watching. Oh, it's lining up perfectly on YouTube, so we are good to go. So let's see. I'm going to find something that you guys are doing. Let's see. Okay, I like this. All right, you guys are Titanic crew members. You're crew members on the Titanic, and you have just spotted the iceberg. Okay? That is your suggestion. This game is called Bodies, and you guys are going to be awesome. You guys look great, I want to tell you. Very, very attractive. All parts of you. So let's give them a big round of applause. Yay! And take it away.
Oh, Fiona, look! I think I see an iceberg over there.
Oh my goodness! I'm so excited.
Mate, I'm thinking I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run over and I'm gonna tell the band to stop playing.
I'm running too.
Wait, on second thought, maybe we shouldn't tell the band to stop playing.
Oh, I agree. Maybe if I scratch my head a little.
Yeah.
Okay, so they can play.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm hungry.
Well, let me check my pockets. I think I might have I have something. Well, I was down in the office earlier, and I had this. All I had was this pair of scissors. No, I don't need those. Forget those. Maybe I thought I had a
like a cracker in there.
Oh yeah. Well, here, you want this?
Oh. No, like I can't eat that. Oh, yeah, that'll work. That'll be great. Thanks.
Oh. All right. Well, I'm just gonna hold on. Let me. I don't know what you do. Okay, here we go. I'll take a sip of this.
Oh.
You know, I've got a really long tongue, and I just like to stick it down the bottle.
Me too.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, it's so good.
Wow.
I loved it.
Wow.
I let that go for an hour.
Oh, that looks so good.
Michelle grew a mustache. She was so affected by it.
Wow.
Just don't see that coming.
Oh,
That was a commitment.
made the night. I loved it so much.
I'm so glad Leanna had a glass too.
When you guys were running, that was.
That was great.
All right, now we're gonna play a game called Interpreter. Everyone, Interpreter. And the way that this game works is one of these fine improvisers will be from a country or some place that could be a planet, some place that we've never heard of before, and they will be speaking in a language that no one has ever heard. But fortunately, we have an interpreter. We have Brendan, we have Chris, and we have Leanna playing this game. And so I'm looking for is a place that we've never heard of, and the name of the place that we've never heard of is called Sambu. Okay, Sambu. And someone will be from that place. Who is from that place? Anybody? Chris is from Sambu. And who will be the interpreter? Do we know who the interpreter is?
I can do that.
Leanna will be interpreting, and Brendan will be a news reporter trying to get some hot information out of Chris from Sambu. Everybody, let's give a big round of encouragement, everyone. Yeah!
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to PBC News. I'm here on the coast of Sambu, and I'm about to meet the Grand Poobah of Sambu. Now, I don't know his language, so thankfully there's an interpreter to help us as we sort out our first introduction to this mysterious new location.
Howdy.
Hello, I'm Ricky.
Hi, Ricky. I'm Tenacious, and this is the Grand Poobah. He says hello. He's the Grand Poobah, and he is very happy to meet you.
Oh, wow. Oh, man. He's so eager and excited. First off, I want him to I want just have a quick question. We are planning through imperialism to take over Sambu almost immediately. How does that make you feel?
Well, he says, quite frankly, we have been invaded by large man-eating marsupials, so we embrace your firepower.
Oh, wow. So maybe we should just be subservient to Sambu. Wow. This is very exciting for me. A quick question. Who do you like? Who are you into?
Yeah.
It's just that, okay.
Yeah, so Grandpa is actually a very big fan of cartoons, especially from the 90s, and he looks forward to meeting Captain Planet.
Oh, wow. Now, I'm getting a lot of calls on my earpieces. Grand Poobah, who are you wearing? What are you wearing?
Oh. Yeah, so as you can see, he proudly makes his own clothes using the marsupials that have taken over, and this particular one has become his top, but his bottom is actually bejeweled by Beyonce herself.
Oh, wow. Okay. That is so fascinating, Grand Poobah. I have one last question. I see here on my paper that there is a coup d'etat being staged by a interpreter to your palace. How do you feel that the interpreter is the one talking to you right now?
I'm sorry.
Setup with the setup. Get out of there before he does. We need Leanna for some more games.
Man.
All right, so right now, as I start talking, let's see if go ahead and type in letters of the alphabet. That seems silly, but we'll take the first one we get because we're going to play a game called A, B, C. Woo! It's going to be for Nikki and Ryan, and they're going to do an amazing job because they're so talented. And so good. And they're going to be working on something, and we have so many great suggestions. Rather than ask for a new one, I'm going to look back to find one.
Oh, goodness.
Here, let's see.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, goodness. Oh, boy.
Nasty.
Oh, boy.
Nasty.
Nasty.
Yeah. So I'm going to say your job, you guys are working a job, and your task is Keanu Reeves emotions managers. You're the manager of Keanu Reeves emotion. Take that as much as you want. It was not meant for this game, but I grabbed it and I took it.
Yeah.
The first letter I see here is J.
J.
So your first, so every to tell for the audience, I'm forgetting to explain this. Every successive line they say has to begin with the next letter of the alphabet. So if Ryan says a sentence that starts with the letter A,
as in this one,
and then Nikki has to say,
but I would like to start with a different one.
Perfect. That was so good, so powerful.
Great.
We'll never
The
top
alphabet?
But
Cool.
all right. So, but our first letter for this is J, and let's see. I'm seeing something. We'll ask for that for Presenter's Nightmare. So the first letter is J. You are Keanu Reeves emotions managers. Plan.
Cool.
Let's give him a big round of applause. They're gonna do it. Man, take it away.
Jeremy, do you know, I think I've mastered all of Keanu's emotions right now.
Keanu life. You seem so Keanu-like, Nikki.
Let me tell you, I'm so deep into Keanu. I don't even know where he begins and I end.
Man, I hope someday I can just be half of the Keanu Reeves emotions manager that you are.
Never doubt yourself, Jeremy. You will reach this level.
Oh?
Please, dig deep within yourself and feel your inner Keanu.
Right. I'll go deep.
No.
Really deep now. Sink in there.
Hey, didn't I just say really deep?
That you did.
Understand, sometimes when you're so deep in your Keanu emotions, you lose your senses.
Very true.
Wow.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know, not only do you lose your senses, but you lose your spelling.
Zoinks! I think you're right.
All right, all right. Let's get back to the deep Keanu-ness.
Back to the Keanu. That's what I'm all about. My management style is really to let him permeate every part of.
You believe it? I think I'm feeling some of Keanu's deep sexual angst.
Nice.
Deep sexual angst, yes.
Yeah.
Eek!
You're not, friend. You're not, friend. Let go with it.
Good God! I think I saw a boob from Sandra Bullock that he remembered from filming the one with the bus.
Holy cow! I wish I could see it.
Just look right there into that emotional cortex. Just give it a moment. You can get it. Yeah.
She's like, wait, is that an L?
You might have stuttered overnight. It doesn't matter.
I love it.
All right, so we're going to play a game now called Presenter's Nightmare. What's going to happen is Jason is going to be doing a presentation, a slideshow presentation, and I'll get a suggestion for that in a second.
Oh, actually, no. This one doesn't need a suggestion. This one's ready to go.
I won't get a suggestion from that. But what I'm going to ask for suggestions for is our next game after this is the dating game. And so we're going to need quirks, weird things about potential dating, like dating show contestants. They can be super bizarre, super specific, or very vague, whatever you want, just weird quirks that could be, that a dating show contestant could have. So that's what's coming up. But now, for you right this second, we have Presenter's Nightmare. Jason will be doing a presentation which needs no suggestions, but he's never seen it before. Brian has put it together. So let's, do we have to do anything else so they can give him a big round of applause?
Yeah, give him a round of applause.
Get it?
Jason, you're going to be Leslie Horfberger, high school teacher retired, as you offer 10 slides to explain what you dang kids just don't seem to understand. Leslie Horfberger, everybody.
Thank you. Quiet and just pay attention for a second, okay? You know, there's a couple things here real quickly that you kids just don't seem to understand. And I'm going to run through a couple slides here and see if I can't explain them to you real quickly. So, okay, slide number 1. All right, look. Okay, well, whoever put the slideshow right now, okay, thank you. All right. Look, I put 1, 2, 3, but really they're just to bracket one thing. When your dad falls asleep on the couch for drinking to deal with you, don't draw on his face. All right? Just don't do it, okay? It took me about 3 weeks to clean the marker off my face. It's a bad idea. Next slide. Go to the next slide. Look, in my day, school was different than it was today, okay? We didn't have a lot of clothes. We had as a young child, you were just hoping your facial hair would grow in long enough so you could wrap your beard around your body when you went to school.
Mm-hmm.
Next slide. And if you look like this, well, that sucked, okay? Nowadays, it doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't matter anymore. You can look like whatever you want because people are cool. Back then, people were dicks, and this wasn't a good look. All right, move on. Next slide. Keep it going. Now, look, I want you to think about this, okay? You could either do a bump of cocaine or you can eat full lunch. And the right choice is always to do the bump of cocaine. Next slide. All right, look. Okay. Yeah, that's right. You can drink your Yoo-Hoo. You're going to do the Old Town Shuffle, whatever the hell it is. I don't know it, okay? Sorry. Next slide. All right.
What?
Now this is you know, I didn't eat for a couple of weeks, and it turns out this was living inside of my belly. I coughed it up, and this is my doctor. That's resuscitating it to help release it back into the wild. Okay, next slide. Okay, let me. This is what happens to kids over time. Okay, the blue is representative of blue, and the orange represents orange. In elementary school, you can see that over time, kids are a little bit better. The orange kids, and then in the middle, they get a little worse. And then once you get to high school, it kind of sucks. And by the time you're an adult, only the blue people are left. That's all how it goes. Only that's it. I'm teaching you stuff. Next. All right. So you gotta ask yourself: is this what you want for your life? Is this what you want for your life? You want to be a chicken with a cigarette filter and an empty bottle of Pinot Noir, walking down the Champs-Elysees with a bad beret? The answer is yes. That's exactly what you want to be. Those chickens know where all the cocaine is. Okay, next slide. And thank you. And please always remember this one saying in closing. Just remember this one saying, and that's the end. That was fun.
Gonna be on the test.
Oh, Chris.
Gonna be on the test for sure.
Say that again.
Oh man.
All right, we're playing the dating game, everybody. Yay! And we've got Nikki, Brendan, Michelle, Ryan, and Leanna in this dating game, ladies and gentlemen. I see a bunch of great suggestions. Thank you guys so much. Before I turn it over to them to run this game, I'll let you know the next two games we're going to play. We need one is 2-line scenes, so we'll need some lines. We'll need just lines that performers will say. Any lines. We need a handful of lines that some performers can say. And then we also are going to do a movie review. So we'll need the title of a movie review show and maybe some genres of movies. Genres of movies. And having now said that, I'm going to turn over the show to the dating game. Give them some encouragement. Yay!
All right, I'll be the host of this dating game. Does one of you want to be the contestant, the main, like the asker?
Sure.
All right. So Ryan, I'm gonna have you go ahead and mute your audio, and we'll wave to you when we're ready.
Okay.
Can you hear me, Ryan? He can't. Excellent. It's just us now. And now we plan his murder. Each of you are contestants on this dating show and vying for Ryan's love, which is something I've been doing for years. I don't see just bothering, but maybe it'll work out.
So we're gonna get some different quirks from you. And there's so many came in. It's so good. Let's see. All right. I like. Okay. Michelle, you can't stop one-upping everyone. Cannot stop one-upping everyone.
Do it.
And also, your quirk is that too. Sorry.
Oh my god.
Nikki, your quirk is drunk texter. Drunk texter. That's also your quirk.
Right.
Sorry.
Right.
Okay, and Leanna, your quirk is gets turned on by numbers.
Okay.
Turned on by numbers. So to review, Michelle can't stop one-upping everyone. Nikki is a drunk texter, and Leanna gets turned on by numbers. The name of the show that I'm seeing is The Lemon Lot.
Okay.
So we're good with that. So we're gonna wait for Ryan to come on back. He's ready.
Hello?
Hello, welcome me. Mark, we're so happy to have you here today on The Lemon Lot. Welcome. That's right. This is a car dealership where we only sell gremlins. Yeah, it's The Lemon Lot. You're going to love it. Now, we have 3 gorgeous contestants for you in 3 awful cars, and you're going to walk away with one today. Now, first, why don't we let our contestants introduce themselves? Actually, Mark, do you want to say hello?
Oh, yes. My name
Okay,
is...
that was great. Thank you, Mark. Now, let's let our contestants introduce themselves. Go ahead.
Hey, Mark. My name is Candace. I had a cousin named Mark. I mean, he was cooler than you, but it's fine. It's not a big deal. But anyway, I'm Candace. I like used cars. I had a Gremlin too, but, you know, it wasn't a lemon, so it's fine.
Thank you, Candace. Next contestant.
Hey, Mike. Nice to meet you. You were really cute. My ex-boyfriend's name was Mike too. He was cute as well. I look forward to talking to you. Mike won't talk to me anymore, so it'd be nice to talk to you. I'm gonna tell him right now that that he's cute and I'm talking to someone cute like you. Cool.
And you're trailing off. Perfect. Third contestant.
I'm the 3rd contestant. My name is Juanita. And, hey Mark. What phone number are you using? Contestant number 2. I just really love dates, especially specific dates, and I'd love to go on a date with you, maybe like tomorrow, which would be the 16th.
Wow, Mark, that is very exciting. So, Mark, we have to keep this fast. You can ask 2 questions, so go ahead and ask your first question now.
All right. So, talking about used cars, I love to drive to various destinations. Where would you take me on a dream destination date? Bachelorette number 1.
Oh, you like to drive? I mean, I like to fly, which, you know, is a little bit better than driving, but I mean, that's cool. You do you. It's all right. I took a hot air balloon once. Primo.
All right, contestant number 2.
So we go to a place, I would probably send you a message, you up, and come to your house if you were up, you know what I mean?
Fascinating.
That's my thumb.
Contestant number 3, do you have 1 quick answer to provide? Or 2, maybe.
Oh. Maybe we go like 95 and just make it all the way to Vegas. Play some roulette or, I don't know, maybe make it on the Wheel of Fortune. And just like win as high of number money. Oh my gosh. I just would love to get to know you more.
Yeah, me too.
Would you maybe get like one or two dates under our belt here?
I was on Jeopardy once. I'm just saying it's a little bit better than Wheel of Fortune. That's...
Oh my God, my life's in jeopardy.
All right, Mark, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I thought we were gonna have another question, but we're at deadline.
That is all right, because I am taking contestant number 3.
Contestant number 3. 3 is the one you're choosing. Number 3.
I have to tell you, contestant number 1 is just always trying to do the one-upmanship thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Clap, clap. Okay.
Yeah. Toot up, but.
And contestant number 2 is drunk Paris Hilton.
No, Marg. Can I say, Marg, you didn't even give me your phone number so I could send you a message. And that's all I wanted.
Oh, you're
blowing up my phone all night.
Oh, you're a drunk texting booty.
Yeah!
Oh, and contestant number 3, I tell you what, I'm gonna take you like to MIT where the chalkboards are filled with numbers, because you get hot from numerals.
Yeah.
Yes, we have a success.
Woo.
Beautiful. So we have just a couple real quick short games for you left. We're going to try and get out of here pretty fast. So we have a game called 2 Lines, and this is for, let's see, who's playing this? This is for Jason, Michelle, and Chris. And the deal is, Jason.
Yeah.
You can say whatever you want in the scene.
Okay.
Michelle, you can say one of 2 lines only. You can say them whenever you want, as many times as you want. Your lines are, boom, that's what I'm talking about, and just rinse it off. Just rinse it off. And Chris, your 2 lines are, I remember my first time, and a little dabble do ya. I remember my first time, and a little dabble do ya. And your suggestion is going to be borscht. Borscht. Borscht is your suggestion for this scene. We're going to keep it fast. Give me a round of applause.
Yay!
Hey, take it away.
All right, everybody, this is exciting. It looks like the borscht is ready. The beets are all cooked. It smells delicious. I'm ready to eat some. What do you say, Michelle?
Boom, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, hey, Chris, grab a bowl for us, would you?
Yeah, a little dabble do ya.
Yeah, you do a lot, buddy. I don't care what you want. We're all gonna eat a lot of this borscht, right?
Boom, that's what I'm talking about.
My first time.
Well, I hope you guys have got a healthy appetite. What was that, Chris?
I remember my first time.
Oh,
Look.
just rinse it off.
Yeah. We're here to move past that, buddy. Come on, you keep bringing it up. We're trying. We made something new. We want you to eat it so you can move past your first time. You got to get on to that second time. That's what we're here for, the second time.
I remember my first time.
Yeah, I know. You need to move past it and go on to the second one.
A little dabble do ya.
Yeah, just look, Michelle, help me out here.
Just rinse it off.
All right. Anyway, okay, here you go. Here's a bowl of borscht for you, Chris. A bowl of borscht. Okay, here's a bowl of borscht for you, Michelle. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Hey, yeah, delightful. What do you think? Pretty good, huh? Yeah.
Wow.
Yay!
Boom. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
we're gonna play a game called. Yeah, we're ready. We're gonna play a game called Movie Review, and let's see. Me, Ryan, Jason, and Nikki. So I'll be a movie reviewer. Who else wants to be a movie reviewer?
I'll be movie reviewer.
All right. So me and Ryan are going to be movie reviewers. And let's see. Our show name is going to be called At the Bluevies. Comes from Sam Flint.
Oh, man, I love it even more. Great title for a show.
Our genres are going to be Russian romantic comedy, deeply misguided Oscar bait, and film noir on the space station.
Okay.
So that was Russian romantic comedy,
Okay.
deeply misguided Oscar bait, and film noir on the space station. These are very specific genres. We call them subgenres, to be honest. But
crap.
And this is At the Bluevies.
At the Bluevies.
At the Bluevies. So let's give ourselves a big round of applause.
Yay!
Hello, everybody. It's 9 o'clock, and it's time for your friend Victor.
And Sam Flint.
At the Bluevies.
Oh, wait, I just got these hemorrhoids I gotta check real fast.
Oh,
Because my butt's so dirty.
it's a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing. But to take your mind off of things, hemorrhoidally infected Sam Flint.
Okay, thank you.
Fantastic movies to review today.
The first one's a Russian romantic comedy.
That's right. Oh, this is exciting. It takes place in the top echelon of Stalin's World War II era administration.
I can't stop wet farting, but I do want to talk about this movie, which, as we know, stars two people with very thick Russian accents, and they are in love, but they keep tripping on banana peels in the location that you just said. Well, I was thinking about my wet farts.
Oh, all right. Well, let's watch.
Let's watch.
Скажите, пожалуйста,
Спасибо, Tatiana. I just. This, Tatiana, I brought you a bowl of the. Oh!
Sasha, I mean, there's so many,
Tatiana!
Pause. It's a full 45 minutes of that.
It's beautiful, unlike myself.
You're hard on yourself now. Now, tell them about this next movie, this misguided Oscar bait.
Oh, yeah. Now, this is powerful because it's what it is it's Oscar bait in several ways, because it's the story of a fisherman and a fish that fall in love, but one of them is going to die before the end of the movie. And it's not the fish.
It's not.
Oh.
No, it's very interesting. Yeah. And this is also very exciting because the fish is played by Oscar-winning actor Anthony Hopkins.
Yes,
yeah, you'll notice him. You'll recognize him.
The fisherman is played by non-Oscar-winning actor Keanu Reeves.
Oh, this will be good. Let's watch.
I never thought I could fall in love with a carp like you. You're the most beautiful carp I've ever seen in my life. I have something to tell you, Carp. I'm dying.
Pause. And it's a full 90 minutes of that.
So powerful.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It must feel so special to feel wanted. I've never felt that.
Now, we've talked about these self-esteem issues. You've got to stay positive on
I'm
camera.
sorry. How can I be positive? Look at this.
Now listen, this next movie is going to cheer you up.
Okay.
This is a film noir that is set in space.
Ooh, that's right. I remember watching this one. It's all in black and white, but these clips will be in color because they're colorized for our show.
Yeah.
And,
At great expense to us, by the way.
we paid so much money that I just don't have. And as we know, there's a robot and another robot.
That's right, 2 robots.
Yes.
And what's interesting is one is, of course, the stereotypical Humphrey Bogart type of gumshoe detective robot, but the other one,
as we all know, is a stuttering buffoon.
much like yourself, Sam Flint.
Thank you for pointing that out. I'm trying to deal with my own incapabilities, which are many.
Oh, Sam. Why don't we watch?
All right, let's enjoy.
Who put the stars out of the skies and put you're pretty.
Spit it out, Xbot 3000. Exactly.
Pause. That stuttering robot was actually played by Woody Allen.
Very powerful that he still has a career somehow. Okay. Well, I just want to sum up like I sum up every show with saying, I wish I was Brendan Hoyle. He's so much better than me.
Well, folks, this has been At the Bloovies.
At the Bloovies, bye!
Oh.
I'm sorry, Sam Flint. I love you very much.
There you go. That's what we want. That's what we want.
Oh my god.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time in our show where we like to sign it off right now by playing a wonderful game called Sex With Me Is Like. That's right.
Oh my goodness.
Me is like. So all we need is a suggestion, some suggestions, guys, and we will tell you all how sex with us is like that thing. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Anything at all. I'm sure we got something in here. We must have something in here.
What are some things?
What are some things?
Well, we have hockey puck, a variation on hockey puck from Timothy Jenkins.
There you go. Hockey puck. Sex with me is like a hockey puck.
Sex with me is like a hockey puck. It'll break your teeth.
Sex with me is like a hockey puck because I've got quite the Zamboni.
Oh.
Sex with me. Sex with me is like a hockey puck. At the end of the day, all you're really doing is slapping around some rubber.
Sex with me is like a hockey puck. I give it out to the first 100 kids.
Yeah.
Excellent.
New word. I've got let's say a $2 check. Ooh, a $2 check. Sex with me is like a $2 check. Worthless.
Oh.
Sex with me
Sex
is
with
like
me is like a $2 check. It's how my grandma pays me.
Sex with me is like a $2 check. I'm gonna leave you with some residuals.
yeah.
Sex with me is like a $2 check because I've got tiny dividends.
Show them.
Sex with me is like a $2 check. It's gonna bounce.
Sex with me is like a $2 check. It's better than nothing.
Sex with me is like a $2 check, and her name is Svetlana.
Okay.
Nice.
That was wonderful. Should we do one more?
That was excellent.
Shakespeare plays. Why not?
Sex with me is like Shakespeare plays. It's a comedy or a tragedy, but really it's a history.
Sex with me is like a Shakespeare play, Coriolanus.
Is that why you were giggling? That's why you were giggling.
Sex with Me is like a Shakespeare play. We're gonna be slapping Hamlets.
Sex with Me is like a Shakespeare play. Iago, Othello.
Yep.
Sex with Me is like a Shakespeare play. Much Ado About Nothing.
Oh!
Sex with Me is like a Shakespeare play. All's well that ends well.
Oh, yeah.
Sex with Me is like a Shakespeare play. All the parts get played by men.
Sex with Me is like a Shakespeare play. My high school English teacher tried to force it on me.
Oh no!
Oh gosh.
Oh.
That's
Well,
a very special episode, Andy.
Shakespeare is like a Shakespeare play. I've seen a lot of people do it, and they just don't know what they're doing.
Sex with Me is like a Shakespeare play. I'd like to see your globes.
There it is.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Sex with Me is like a Shakespeare play. Most people fall asleep during it.
Sex with Me is like a Shakespeare play. It's more fun if you're drunk.
Yes. Last one. The line at the Home Depot.
Sex with Me is like the line at the Home Depot. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to be 6 feet away from this.
Whoa.
Sex with Me is like the line at the Home Depot. You never thought it would come to this.
Sex with Me is like the line at Home Depot. This is what you do when you're unemployed.
Sex with Me is like the line at Home Depot, but if you like it dirtier, we can go Lowe's.
Ooh.
Yeah! That's it. We did it. We ended on a pun. It was great. You guys, thank everybody out there so much for tuning in tonight.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun. Didn't we have fun, everybody? We had fun. Good
So much
time.
fun.
It was great. It had by all. We hope that you had fun too. We want to thank the Ziders American Dream Theater, as always, for supporting this show and putting it up on their YouTube channel and everything. We want to thank James Bryan for
James.
for the
Get
show.
in here.
Nasty.
That beard.
I want to encourage you guys. I mean,
Best.
probably if you're watching this show, you're friends and fans of Plan B comedy, and maybe you're not though. So if you're not, please take a chance. Don't take a chance. Take the time to follow
Take a
us.
chance.
On media. Yeah, take a chance.
Like and
Watch some of our videos, all that sort of stuff. We do cool stuff, and follow any one of us. We all do cool stuff. So check us all out. We all do cool stuff all the time. And with that, we always like to let everybody have something to say. Anybody want to say something before we get out of here? Want to say anything?
I want to say, man, everyone just stay sane, stay sanitized with this phase 1. Wash your hands. Be good to yourself.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Wear your
I want to
mask.
say that too.
Yeah, wear your mask. And I just wanted to say thank you to Steve-O, who you often see walking by. I don't think I've actually given him a shout. There he is.
Hey, Steve-O!
And being here every week and helping me make my Turd Ferguson outfit last week. And
Come on, man.
supportive and wonderful. So thank you everybody who's watching and do all that stuff that BD said.
Yeah.
I want to say thank you again to Sam Flint for drawing all those pictures and for enduring Brendan Hoyle's abuse.
Made him famous.
Thank you all so much for just for constantly tuning in. Please tell your friends about what's going on. Support the local art scene, guys. And remember, when you go out to when you're going out to the restaurant right now, because it just opened up, they're at 50% capacity. So if you don't have any money to tip, don't go. Thank you.
Good point. Yes.
I'll go ahead and say thank you to the comment section, everyone in there keeping it alive, and thank you to my girlfriend
Keith Jackson,
Inez, who's
I see
always
you.
watching and supporting from one wall over.
I'll say thank you, as always, to my wife, Tara, who's a wonderful laughing audience member from in the distance. And then I want to thank everybody who's out there being cool, man. Thanks for being cool.
Yeah.
Nasty, nasty.
Thank you, friends. Thank you, friends. I see you, Keith. I see you, Keith Jackson. I see you, Brad. I see tons of people. Sam Flint in the building. Thank you to everybody that watched and put in some suggestions. Be safe, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll send a shout out to Tim Jenkins, who came in here mid-show to open the vent in the ceiling that I couldn't reach because it's like 100 degrees in this room right now. So.
Oh,
Hey.
heroes.
Yay, Sam Flint.
All right, with that, everybody, thank you so much. We appreciate you all. You guys are delightful, beautiful, wonderful. Be kind to one another, and just be kind, man. That's the best thing. Let's play it out. Let's play it out. What do we got?
It's coming.
Oh,
I hear it. I hear it.
there's music.
Ooh.
Oh, this is nasty, nasty.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
How loud is it to you guys? Shall we turn it up?
Yeah, turn it up.
Hey, Jonathan.
We are made.
Ever since I was a young boy, I played the silver ball. From Soho down to Brighton, I must have played them all. But I ain't seen nothing like him in any amusement hall. That deaf, dumb, and blind kid sure plays a mean pinball. He stands like a statue, becomes part of the machine, feeling all the bumpers, always playing clean. He plays by intuition, I never seen him fall. The deaf, dumb, and blind